You're Cordially Invited ended with an extended post-credits scene that fully wrapped up the romantic comedy story. The Prime Video original stars Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon, who play two characters, Jim and Margot, desperate to give their loved ones the perfect wedding. Unfortunately for them, the venue double-booked them, and both weddings were scheduled to happen in the same place at the same time. This naturally led to a great deal of chaos throughout You're Cordially Invited, though everything worked out since Ferrell and Witherspoon's characters fell in love themselves. After the smoke settled in You're Cordially Invited's ending, Ferrell's Jim and Witherspoon's Margot realized they had feelings for one another. The post-credits scene, which really played along with the credits, saw the duo serenading one another with the song Islands in the Stream by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, a constant feature in You're Cordially Invited's soundtrack. Next, another mid-credit scene showed Margot rejecting Jim's proposal of marriage, though she suggested they elope instead. Why Margot initially rejects Jim's proposal in You're Cordially Invited's mid-credits scene. Turns out Margot hates weddings. You're Cordially Invited Prime Video Film 12. When Jim proposed during the mid-credits scene, Margot told him that she loved him but didn't want to get married. The awkward rejection was immediately followed by a half-nude Chippendale-style dance from Neve's husband, Dixon. As this went on, Margot asked Jim if he would elope instead, clarifying that she had said no because she hates weddings. This was a small bit of irony since You're Cordially Invited is a wedding weekend comedy. It seems that Jim and Margot won't have the same sort of spectacle as the one that brought them together in the first place. The real meaning of Jim and Margot singing Islands in the Stream in You're Cordially Invited's end credits. This was a far more appropriate performance. Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell in You're Cordially Invited. Earlier in the 2025 Prime Video movie, Jim and his daughter Jenny performed the song Islands in the Stream during their rehearsal dinner. As an overtly sexual love song, this was a pretty awkward moment that Margot ultimately called incestuous. However, Jim later told Jenny that the song was special to him because he and his late wife used to sing it to their daughter to get her to sleep. Still, the fact that Jim sang it with Jenny leading up to her wedding was proof of how unhealthy their relationship dynamic was. Jim had no one but his daughter, so all his happiness unfairly rested on her shoulders. Jim and Margot singing Islands in the Stream during the ending credits of You're Cordially Invited was far more appropriate. The song is meant for a romantic pair, and this duo had finally found precisely this in one another. As well as being a cute and funny moment, Ferrell and Witherspoon's song together was the perfect way to wrap up the comedy movie story.